It's not a magic pill, but it can be effective. Hi, I'm Sweeney. In my last two blogs, I posted about public speaking anxiety. And the first one I talked about the importance of preparation and how that helps reduce our anxiety. Because if we're not prepared, then it becomes very difficult for us to be comfortable with what we're doing. In my second post, I talked about converting negative energy, the kind of energy that we pump into our anxiety, and peeling that away and turning that into positive energy, making it constructive by focusing on the various aspects of public speaking, such as eye contact, vocal variety, facial expressions, body language and gestures, just to name a few. So today what I'd like to share with you is a third possibility for your consideration, and something that I think is truly important. You still need those other things that I referenced in my last two posts. They're very important, but this is just another layer on top of that, and that is really taking control of the situation, managing what other anxiety that you might have down to a controllable level. And we do that by just relaxing, by taking a couple of deep breaths. We can do it just as simple as that. But I was exposed to something about 2 or 3 months ago, and it was a video that was quite popular. It was trending at the time on Facebook, and it was just a very short video. I think it was probably 2 minutes long, and it was a monk who was sharing a concept of that, and the concept was that you could meditate anytime, anywhere, basically. And I found that interesting because I'm been exposed to traditional meditation for the last, and been actively doing it for the last, probably 3 years, and of the belief that you have to have a minimum of 20 minutes for it to be effective. You need to have a consistent location, a consistent time. You shouldn't have any distractions, all those kinds of considerations. And I certainly enjoy that. It's part of my daily routine. I do it in the morning, first start of my day. So there's nothing that interferes with that. So for the most part, every single day, barring having other commitments, I'm good for doing my daily meditation. However, this one caught my attention, and I really resonated with me at the time. So I did actually give some serious thought to it. And what the technique was, he talked about the fact that humans, we have what he would refer to as monkey minds. And our monkey mind is always going. There's chatter going on all the time. There's all kinds of thoughts and ideas, some good, some bad, some in between. But we're always processing. And what he recommended is that we give our monkey mind a task so that it doesn't get caught up in all of that chatter. And the task that he suggested is to be aware of our breath. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. We can do that anytime, anywhere. I've done it lots of times in a congested mall, while I'm driving in my car, and no, I'm not closing my eyes. I'm very much aware of my surroundings and what's going on around me. But it's interesting, just that little shift of focus can make a world of difference. So what I've done with my daily meditation routine is I've incorporated that concept into it. So I meditate to a soundtrack that I find very soothing, very conducive to meditation. And what I do, instead of the mantra that I used to use, I've layered over the soundtrack, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Now I still drift from time to time while I'm doing my meditation, but I've found since I made this switch to being aware of my breath, I can stay much more focused. I have less thoughts popping up from out of the blue because I've got my mind focused on a task. So think about that in the context of doing your next speech or presentation. So do it before you even get introduced or brought up in front of the group or brought up on stage, whatever the circumstance is. Just practice that technique. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. You just do it 2 or 3 times while you're waiting to be introduced. And then when you finally get in front of the group, take in your surroundings. Take a couple of seconds to do that. And at the same time, one last go at being aware of your breath. Breathing in, breathing out. Now you're ready to present. That's your tip for this week. Now go out and make your voice heard.